Here's your Irontrader, and this is midday trading. So I'm going to take a look here at Bitcoin, at crude oil, natural gas. But first of all, we'll look at a couple of tech stocks, PLTR and AAPL. This video is for information purposes only, not recognized by sign stock market ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, PLTR. Here we go. A lot of people like to trade this here, and I can see why. She's a nice mover, all the way from 21.23 all the way to 84 bucks. Now, we got a big sell-off going on in the market here, and the Nasdaq is actually getting worse here as I'm talking. So not too good here. Dow's hanging in there pretty good. S&P's down. Big AI brouhaha going on. So we got to see how this is all going to shake out. Now, let's just take a look at the old stock here. Okay, so this is what we got here. You can see here we put a topping tail in here last Friday. It came right on down here. We have another topping tail situation going on here. So this is what you want to look for on the upside. Okay, so you want to look at that 21 SMA at 74.03. You really need to get above that. Okay, if you can, we'll come to the bottom of this candle right here, looking at 75.84, and then we're going to look at the top of today's candle. That's going to be very, very key. Okay, because that's 76.72. That is your gap, and then we look to the bottom of that candle right there at 78.44. So your gap, and then your fill. Okay, and then we can go right to the left of the chart here. You're looking at 80.06. And then we can come up to Friday's high. You're looking at 82.24, and then we have that 84.80 level there. Now, downside, this 8 SMA is going to be very, very crucial on a closing basis. That's 73.84. Now, you can see where your pinch rate between the 8-day and that 21-day, so we're sitting right there. But if we start losing that 8-day here on a closing basis at 73.84, then we can look to today's low. You're looking at 72.67, and then we're looking down here to this 50-day here at 71.06. That's going to be very, very crucial. Now, this 8-day, you can see how it's rolling back up here, crossed over to that 50-day, and now it looks like it wants to cross over that 21-day. So we got to just be a little patient with this here. But again, if you start losing that 8-day and you come down to the 50-day, that might be a buying opportunity. Or again, if you lose that, then what we do is we just follow these candles all the way down here. Okay, so then you're looking at a 70.06 here level. Come on down here, you're looking at 68.36. We'll come out here at 67.08, and we come here at 65.19, and then your big retest here is at 63.40 level. Okay, now there is a gap in. If this all gets hammered, just say it gets hammered, and you start losing that 100-day, just always watch this candle here. Okay, you're looking at 46.86. There's your gap. And then look to the top of that candle at 42.04. Your gap and your fill. Not saying that's where it's going to go, but I'm just saying this here, if we start losing this key price channel in that 100-day, this gap in the fill will provide good support level, and maybe even all the way down to that 200-day at 40.55 level. But right now here, only thing we're really worried about, not really, if you're trading this here, is that 8-day and that 21-day. Okay, so you really got to get back above that 21-day. That's sitting at that. Let me see, get it in there for you, 74.03. And you got to make sure that we hold this 8-day at that 73.85 level. Okay, if you can do that, then we just look for this gap in this fill and maybe a retest, and maybe even a retest of the recent high at that 84.80 level here. Now, if we don't lose that, if we lose that, we should get to that 50 SMA here. We start losing that. We follow the candles down, but realistically, that 63.64, that's going to be the retest. That's going to be the target. Okay, then we can come right on down in this area here before you get to the gap in the fill. But there is a lot of support here, even all the way down to the 100-day here. But let's just see if we can, hold this area here. That'd be very, very good here to take this thing maybe even a little bit higher. Now, Apple, I told everybody to get in here on Neo Apple. Today was another good buying opportunity. In pre-market, I think it got down to 21 and change. So look at how nicely this is. Okay, so we had this sideways action, but Apple, remember, the earnings are coming out here on the 30th. Okay, so here's the key on the downside. It's going to be this 8-cent moving average. Okay, so you're sitting right there at 227.33. That's going to be very, very key. You need to hold that on a closing basis. Okay, if that's lost, you're going to come right to the top of this candle at 225.63, and then we can look to today's low all the way down there at 223 on 98. If that's lost, you come down to the bottom here, 222.30, and then we come right here at 221.41, and then we have your big retest there at 219.38, and then we have your 200-day sitting right there at 218.40 level. Okay, so we have this sideways action, but now you can see here where we have this nice big green candle here. So upside, what I'm really looking for here is now this gap is all filled. I'm looking for this 100-day right there at 232.99 level. Okay, so again, if those, they always have a way of surprising you with these earnings. Everybody doesn't like it, they don't like it, but it has a way of surprising you. But the 8-day is key. Okay, I'd be looking for this 100-day on the upside. If we get above that, I'd be looking for that 238 and even this 250 area, this 50 SMA here at 239 area. Okay, now you can see here how that price was below this 8-day. See how it goes right into it, right into it. Now, if we can break above it, you would change that downtrend, and we'd have a reversal, and we'd have a more of an uptrend situation. When you look at here, you got a way overbought conditions, and look at here, your MACD is now starting to curl up because you had overbought, oversold conditions. Sorry about that. And then we have oversold conditions here. If we get that green to curl up here, we have the same thing situation as here, and we have that really nice run. So don't give up on Apple. This is a really, really good trader here. As long as we hold this 8-day on a closing basis, that is the key, 227.33, we can go higher. Now, you can see old Sticky here as we're talking, he's turning green. Now, if we can get him back above this 21-day here, then we again just look for that gap. Okay, that's that 76, 72. Okay, and then look for that fill at that 78.44 level. That would be your upside targets if we can break back above it, and maybe even possibly retest the Friday's high at that 82.24. Okay, let's take a look here now at Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin was a really, really good scalp today, okay? If you got that bad boy down in pre-market, you could have got it in the 56 level there. On the IBT, I got it down in the 56 level, and it rallied all the way up to 58.20, okay? So that was an easy 2-point trade there on the old IBIT level, okay? Now, you know, there's a lot of ways to trade this. VITX, okay, that's a leverage, okay? I would wait on those leverages until you can get above this 11,000 area, okay? Because remember, leverage ETFs, they rebalance, okay? So you're not getting a true mark. Plus, the IBIT is a 1-to-1 ratio, okay? And that's what you want, okay? You don't want the futures, you want anything like that. Just trade the 1-to-1 ratios Bitcoin. Now, this was a very good trade. If you watched my video this morning, I said just watch this 50-day, 21-day, and that 50-day. Where to come? This is why you trade the charts right down to that 50-day, okay? Then you pop back up here over that 21-day. Now we got to see here, we just got a sideways action. So downside, very, very critical that we hold that 99.95. That's that 21-day, and very critical that we hold that 50-day at 97.881 level, okay? So obviously, if that is lost here, then you come down here 96.855. We can come down here to this level here. You're looking at 94.550. We can come right there at that 92.350, and then we have this 89.525. That's your big retest. But again, big but here, as long as we hold that 21-day and that 50-day, we're doing very, very good. Now, upside, we want to do is we want to bottom of this candle here. You're looking at 101.280, okay? And then what we have is we have that 103.288. That's your 8 SMA here. Then obviously we can look at today's high. Okay, you're looking at 104.698. If we can get above that 8-day and close above it, then we come up here. You're looking at 106.615. And then we have the retest Friday's high at that 107.485 level. But right now here, as long as we're holding that 21-day and that 50-day, this is still looking very good. This is just selling off here with the rest of the market. It's really no big deal here, okay? You're going to have to get used to this here because there's going to be tariffs that are to come on. This is going to go on. That's going to be going on. Okay, so just get used to this. This is a trader's dream, this market here right now, okay? So just always remember that, okay? Okay, I'll give you a good example. NVIDIA came all the way down to 117.26. I got in at 117.50. You're sitting at 120 right now. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about here. To make that easy money, you can really, really do it here with this kind of a market. Now, your green is still over your red. That's looking very good. This here, just showing that 51. That doesn't mean that can't turn around, bounce right back up. So just watch that 21-day, that 50-day on the downside, and watch that 8-day on the upside. Okay, take a look here at the old crude oil and Natgas. Okay, here we have crude oil, and then we have natural gas. Down goes Frazier. Look at that bad boy. Look at this, bad boy. Lost that 21-day. Not good. Okay, we had this here, and I kept on telling you, we have that series of lower highs and lower lows situation. We got a little bit of relief rally, but you notice it couldn't do anything above that 200-day. And then today, we went and we made a lower low. This is going lower, okay? Way, way lower. Now, just remember, I've been telling you this for weeks now here. When the T-man is in there, he does not want no $70 oil. He wants his $50 to $60 oil. So just always remember that, okay? Because he looks at it when you go to the gas pump, he wants you to go in there in the 2 range, $2.50, $2.70. He doesn't want you to go $4 and $5 kind of nonsense, okay? He wants you to go in there and get cheap gas so you can drive around. Not all the money. He knows that's a tax on people. So just remember that. Okay, so now let's just look at the downside because pretty much what we got here, okay? So what we got here is 72.83 today is the low. you want to look right to the bottom of this candle here at 72.70. Okay, so that is going to be your support level. Now, if that is lost here, then what we're going to do is we're going to come right to the top of this candle right here at 72.02, and then we'll come to the bottom of this candle here at 71.79, and then we're looking for that 50-day at 71.35, and possibly that 100 at 70.99, and we have to see what the reaction is once we get there. But I've been pointing out this 8-day. Once that 8-day rolls over, then you're fighting it the whole way. Okay, never good. It's like when the price is above it, you have a nice rally and it holds the support levels. But once you lose it and that rolls down, that's going to be really, really difficult now to get through again. Okay, especially in this kind of a time frame. Now you got 46. This is nowhere near like oversold conditions. So you got plenty of room to go on downside. The green over your red. I've been pointing this out. These are your tells right there. That is your tell right there. When the 8-day rolls over, that's your tell right there. When you can't get through that 21-day, these are your tells. Okay, so right now this is looking to go towards that 50-day at 71.35. Now, say we rally up here, then we're looking back, go back up here at that 73.20. We could possibly get up to this level here, looking at 74.02 level, and then you're going to run right into that 74.46, which is your 21-day, and then we have your 75.02. I got a short going. I told you I have a short going. So Friday, I just didn't do anything because this never made it through that. And then we had the short going here, and I added to that SCO again today. Okay, so I think we're going to go 50-day, and I think we're going to go a lot lower, and I think we're going to test down in that $60 area. Okay, Natgas. All right, so what we have is you had an extremely cold January. All right, so we had a nice good rally in natural gas, but now we're ready. The future's already going towards the spring area here. So, you got to look at that, though. It's going to be a lot warmer here in February. So, natty gas is coming off here. Now we lost that key 21. This is what we have to maintain on a closing basis. If we don't, even though we didn't maintain it there, it still was a very, very tough. I said you have to respect that 21-day. So now we're doing that. That's like on the upside. So let's look at the downside here first. You're looking at today's low at 3.62. Next level here is going to be 3.57. Then your next level is 3.54. Then we have 3.50. And then we're going to come right to that 50-day at 3.47. You start losing that, you got 3.42. We'll come to the bottom of this candle here at 3.33, and then we're going to look right here at 3.29, which is basically that price channel right there, okay? 3.29 level, okay? But we got to see how that all shakes out. Now, upside here, if it just does start rallying up here, what are we at to 3.62? You want to look at the bottom of that candle. That's at 3.64. Then we'll come up to the bottom of this candle here, looking at 3.71, and then we have that 3.81 is your 21-day. Now you can see the 8-day is rolling over, but it hasn't crossed that 21-day here yet. So we haven't seen anything yet. So this could possibly rally back up here. So on the upside, just watch that 21-day, key 3.81, and get above that, we have that 3.96 level. Downside, just watch that 50-day. I think possibly that's pretty much where she's going, and then we can start going lower. Same here at the crude ski. Watch that 50-day. I think that's going to be the target, or the 100-day. On the upside, if it turns around, watch the 21-day and possible 200-day. Okay, that's what I got for you back here after your pit close. Take a look at Bitcoin, crude oil, natty gas, and we'll see what else is going on. Remember, Meta came out there today. It was what a great buy. It got as low as 625 in regular hours. I think it got all the way down to 605 and got as high as 663. They came out with an AI situation now that you can use on Facebook, and they're going to start debuting that here. So we got to see how that's all going to shake out. But it should be pretty good here. But again, this is an opportunity. I told you guys this morning, anytime we have this, you have that sell down, it's a good opportunity to make some really, really good and very, very easy money. Okay? In and then out. All right. Trade what's in front of you, not what you want.